Hello, okay. Hello, Mary, you can start.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this year's maiden edition of Ask the Pediatricians Live. Today, we are going to have open house. Open house means you can bring up any question, related to child health, and the doctor will respond to your questions. My name is Mary Umo, and I am really excited to be moderating today's session. Please invite your family and friends and ask them to join us. Ask whatever you have questions, whatever questions you have on child health related issues. Today with me is our CEO, Dr. Gbemisola Boyede. She's going to be on hand to answer your questions. So remember, we're starting right away, so you can just start posting your questions. So let's welcome Dr. Gbemi. Dr. Gbemi, glad to have you here.
Yeah, good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to HTP Live. It's my pleasure to to be here this morning, and Happy New Year to each and every one of you from Ask Pediatricians Foundation. We're so excited to see some of you already here. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Okay, so like Mary said, today is our open house. So for those of you who are new, we can see all the good mornings, all the good mornings. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Oluchi. Thank you, Quine. Thank you for everyone who is joining us this morning. You're welcome to ACP Live. And so for those of you who are joining us, please know that for open house, it means that you can ask any question. Okay, I can see Onyi is here as well. Thank you so much for joining us. It means you can ask us any questions, and so we'll be able to answer them. And for those of you who are watching on the watch party, you're also welcome. And so please let the questions start coming in so that we have enough time to answer them, so that we don't rush towards the end. We want to keep this strictly an hour. So try and just join us as soon as you can this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gbemi. So please remember to put your questions in the comment section, and we will, Dr. Gbemi will do justice to them. Yeah, so Dr. Gbemi, while we wait for the questions to come in, when it comes to speech, I always, tend to like wonder, like, okay, when is the limit? I know you always say if a child is supposed to do so and so by 3 years, and by the time that child is 4, and the child hasn't done it, we should do something about it, worry. But when it comes to speech, for me, I think it's a perception thing. So I have an example. My little boy, he's 3 plus, and he just does like very few sentences that people close to him can understand. I know by 4 he should be able to say things that everyone would understand. And I know I should probably start worrying if he doesn't do that by 5. But I just thought I should maybe bring it up here. Probably there are other mommies that are like me that need a bit more clarification on that.
Okay, thank you, Lily, for your question. Like I said, development is something most parents worry about, and it's not only you. We get a lot of questions about development in children, and most mothers sometimes don't know what is normal. So most of the time, we rely on comparison. So we compare with our other children. For those who have had children before, or you compare with your neighbor's child, or you compare with the cousins of the children. So that is how most mothers do their own developmental assessment. So they do it by comparison with other children, which is very fantastic as well, which is at least so people have an idea. Okay, and all these children were born at the same time. So if this child that was born at the same time as my child, maybe 1 day or 2 days difference, is already doing this. How come my own child is not doing that? So, and that is what normally fuels those worry and anxiety, or the brothers or the sister, when they were already 7 months, they're already walking. How come this one is not yet even crawling? So we get a lot of worries from parents and all that. So the issue is that when it comes to development, it's always a range. It's a range, and when you say something is a range, it means that there's a lower limit of normal and there's an upper limit of normal. So you have people that we do things even faster. So you have children who work at 7 months, you have children who work at 9 months. Then you also have children who will not work until they're about 16 months. And for us as pediatricians, all these are still within normal. So usually when we tell you the age that okay, this is when you should expect your child to be doing something, we're actually giving you the middle part. We're giving you the where majority of people lie down, maybe 50%, more than 50% of the population will lie in the middle. So we'll say working, for example, is at 1 year. So that means that majority of people will work around 1 year. But there will always be people we call outliers, those who will still work very early before 1 year, and those who will work very late. And so for us as pediatricians, what we normally talk about is the cutoff age, like the age at which we will start to worry. In other words, this is now going out of the limits of what's normal. And so that is what we saw. So you see that most of the people ask me, oh, my baby is not working at 1 year. So they are looking at the average age of working. And then I will tell them, for me as a pediatrician, my home worry starts at 18 months. That is the upper limit of the normal. So in other words, if your child is not working about it at 18 months, then I start to worry, is there something going wrong? You understand? So for when it comes to speech, which is what you're talking about, the same principle applies. So I always give mothers the rule of the thumbs. So the rule of the thumb is that by 1 year, a child should have single words. Should have at least one or two or three single words. So people please post your questions, so because this is 1 hour. Most people, the anointing to post questions always come on them on when Dr. Baby is ready to leave. And for our moderators, please, if there are questions on the watch party, please help us to bring it to the page so that we can answer them quickly. Thank you so much. So going back to what I was talking about, speech development. So the first, for as a mother, for you to really have an idea when you should worry, a 1 year old child should have at least one word, one single word, maybe mommy, daddy, baba, mama, those kind of things. And 2-year-old should start to combine the words together. So it's 1 year, one word, 2 years, two words in combination, the phrases. So a 2-year-old should be saying things like mommy biscuits, mommy go, daddy car, this kind of combination. Then a 3-year-old should begin to now do 3 words sentence, 3 words. So if your 3-year-old is saying a sentence like this, you can count 3 words combined together. That is average for a 3-year-old. And for a 3-year-old, there's what we call clarity of speech. So a clarity of speech means that even when a 3-year-old is talking, when children are talking, they still have words that are not clear to us. So we call that like a little bit of jargon. So usually it is how children learn as well. So but by the time they're about 75% of their language should be clear to those who are not family members, because mothers are very excellent in knowing what their children are saying, even when it makes absolutely no sense to other people. So, but usually it will improve. Usually by 50, usually at age of 2 is about 50%. At age of 3 is about 75%. In other words, a stranger should understand 75% of what a child is saying. And then by age 4, it should be 100%. A stranger should understand 100% of what a 4-year-old is saying, like an adult. So that is actually what we talk about. So from what you said to me, it seemed your child is talking sentences, and the clarity is what you're talking about. 75% is what we expected. That is still within normal. So for those who really want details, on our Facebook group, Ask the Pediatrician Facebook group, we have our unit section. We actually have a whole unit section on this speech area, and it talks about for each age what you should expect, and then what you should do if the child is not doing what you should expect for that age. And I think that's actually what we'll leave it like that. Okay, so we have a question coming up now. Just to say that, please, when you're asking your question, try and keep it short and straight to the point. If it's too long, we will not be able to read all. It will show all of it on our screen. So try and keep your question short and straight to the point. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Doc, for that explanation. So we have a question here from Stephanie Felix. She's asking, I have a lot of questions, ma. First question is, how do I manage my boy of 2 years, 10 months who has a regrowth of adenoids and tonsils. He can't sleep at night, has serious obstructive sleep apnea, and is
Mm.
affecting his daily activities and mine also. I've taken him to different hospitals, and all the drugs doesn't seem to work.
Okay. I don't know whether you said a regrowth, so I want to assume that your child has had surgery before. Normally, it can regrow, but ideally, we should not expect it to be regrowing so quickly and causing obstructive apnea. Anyway, short answer is that you need to see an ENT surgeon. You need to see ENT doctors. These are the ones that can manage your child. And I worry when you say you've been to so many doctors. And so, if you've been to so many doctors, then you probably need to see one in a tertiary level of care, tertiary level hospital. I don't know where Mary disappeared to. Um, but you definitely need to see a ENT surgeon so that they can help you to uh, um, they can help you to evaluate this child, and then you'll be able to tell you what next to do. So that is what you should do. Stephanie just gets to see ENT surgeon, and if you have seen an ENT surgeon in private and you are not really satisfied with the level of care or whatever, then you can see one in a tertiary center, in a teaching hospital. I think that's the best thing to do. And then you always say your child is a big eater, you're worried about obesity, um, uh, uh, obesity. Okay, maybe you're back. All right.
Sorry about
Um,
this.
so yes. Okay, so I'm answering the rest of question. Please try and keep your question one at a time. You can ask the rest later. You can see that we can't see everything showing on the screen, but I can say it in my own corner here. So I don't know the weight of your child, so I can't comment about obesity. But the point is that you can also limit how much the child eats as well. You don't need to overfeed the child. Like a 2 year old should not be eating more than 4 times a day, maybe with two snacks in between, and try and keep the food healthy. Lots of veggies, lots of fruits, less of junks. Most of the time, what makes the children obese is not even the real food they're eating. It is all the junks that we give them, all the biscuits, all the sugary juices, all those are the things, all the beverages. So most of those things are highly loaded with calories and sugars. So those are things that make the children obese. So it is not even the real food. But if you give the child a lot of fiber, a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, they'll be fine. And try and get the weight measured at least once a year or at least twice a year so that you can keep an eye on it. Okay, you said, oh, I think it's another child. You're asking like two different questions because you talk about. Oh, sorry. I mixed up your question with another child. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, there's another question. All right, let's answer the next question. Okay, this is another question. I mixed it up with somebody else's question.
Yeah, so Vivian Okay is asking, Doctor, my baby just started complementary feeding. He eats a lot. Anything that passes, he eats, and then washes it down with breast milk. My question is, how do I know when to stop feeding him? He's always been a big eater, but I'm worried about obesity. He turned 6 months a week ago, weighed 4.3 kg and paid, and now weighs 10 kg. He always seems hungry and keeps eating as though his tummy has no gauge.
Oh my. Okay, so number one, your baby is a big baby from the beginning because the weight of 4.3 is what we call a macrosomic baby, the baby who is big. And sometimes for some babies, they have some medical conditions that actually makes them eat too much and add too much weight. And so I really want you to go see a doctor, a pediatrician. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with your child. It could just be a normal variance of a child who just love food. But I just want to be sure because usually a large baby should actually be evaluated to make sure they don't have any of those syndromes that make a baby too big. And especially now that you're also telling us the baby likes to eat a lot, I really need you to see one of your pediatricians to examine the baby and to rule out any of those syndromes that makes baby big and eat too much and all that. But if that is not the case, just Make sure you don't just keep breast. Your baby is 6 months old. Try and limit the how often the baby eats. So this kind of baby you may want to put on a timing kind of eating. So the baby should not just eat anything that is passing by. Baby should eat like every 3-4 hours. So you should eat about 6 times max, 8 times a day, but 6 times a day will do. Because your baby is already having the weight of a 1 year old at 6 months old. But then your baby was also big right from the beginning. So we can use that to judge your baby. So your baby was already 4 kilos at birth anyway. So that is understandable that the baby will be bigger than the average 1 year old. But now that you're talking about overeating, you also need to make sure that the baby, so the eating, the complementary food, let it have specific time. The breast milk can go on anytime, but let the other food have a specific time for them. And but I also want you to just because of my pediatrician mindset, I want you to just let's see a pediatrician to make sure your baby doesn't have any of those syndromes. I'm not saying there's anything, but I always just like to err on the side of caution. If you know me, that's just it. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Onyi, for helping us to bring in all the questions from the watch party. That's really lovely. All right, American.
Okay, so the next question is from Jenny. She's asking, my son of 2 years is showing signs of knockness, especially the right leg. Can this be corrected?
Of course, yes. So knock knees can even be normal, what we call physiological variation. In other words, so some children just have it as a normal variation, and so there's really nothing wrong with them. But some of them could be from rickets, could be some other orthopedic conditions. So if you're worried as a mom, we always want you to just see either the pediatrician or the orthopedic surgeon. Just let them have a look. If it's just for them to say, okay, there's no need to worry, and then your mind could be at rest. But most of the time, it corrects on its own. You don't even need any surgery. But sometimes it may need, if there's other issue like rickets or other medical condition, then that may need to be sorted. But majority of the time, especially at that age, it's something that some children just have. It is physiological and it will resolve on its own. Actually, if in your family, people tend to have that kind of nails at that age. If it's something that runs in your family, you will notice in some family they always say, "Oh, that's how everybody's leg looks like." So it's a familiar thing. But sometimes there's something more. So sometimes because we're not always sure which one is the normal, which one is the one that has a medical underlying condition. So we always say, okay, let's have a look by the professionals, and then we can either reassure you or we can take it to the next level. But whichever case it is, it can be corrected. That is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, doctor. The next question is from Okonkwo Christian. The person is asking, my baby is 3 months old and is weighing 8.4 kg. Is it normal?
That's really that's really a little bit on the high side, but you didn't tell us the birth weight of your baby. But then I don't know whether your baby was 5 kilos at birth or anything. But then your baby is a little bit big, and if I hope you're doing just only exclusive breastfeeding. And if that is the case, okay, fine. But if not, you may want to make sure you're not overfeeding the baby as well, and you may also want to make sure your baby see a pediatrician just for us to make sure there's no, again, just like the way I answered the Vivian's question, we need to make sure there's no ongoing medical syndromes that is making the baby to be very big. Yeah, that's thank you. But you don't need to worry so much about it. Just make sure you see your pediatrician, make sure they check the baby and they reassure you at least. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, doc. Olivia is saying, good morning, doctor. My baby is 8 months and she's not eating well. Please, can I give her multivitamin to boost her appetite?
Okay, yeah, this is one of the favorite mothers' questions to the pediatricians, and I always tell them multivitamins don't increase appetite. Yes, so it is not meant to increase appetite. So you people always, I don't know who sold that lie to us, but that is not true. Multivitamins are vitamins that vitamins are important in digestion, in absorption of food, in the metabolic processes that are going on in the body. That is what they do. So babies could take multivitamins for that purpose. But if your purpose is to help them eat, I don't think so. I think the most important thing for children is for you to model for them. And most mothers don't know how to go about complementary feeding. Mary, that's what I've discovered. When people post questions, I worry so much that people don't even know how to start, how to go about it. So mothers just go from a baby who is on exclusive breastfeeding, then they just bring a whole bowl of pap and put in front of the child, and then the child, of course, doesn't want to finish it, and then they begin to say, my baby doesn't want to eat. Then they take away that one, then they just go and buy another cereal in the market. They put a big bowl again in front of the child. Of course, the child will not take it. Then they'll say, this is not how to go about complementary feeding. When you are testing a new food, you have to be gradual. The very first day of the new food of the complementary feeding, the baby is not expected more than to take more than 1 spoon. That is it. Maybe 1 or 2 spoons. Then the next time, maybe after 3 or 4 hours, then you go to 3 or 4 spoons, and then you keep breastfeeding. So you see mothers who is just maybe is just 7 months old and 8 months old. They've tried everything in the market, and I'm like, you try too much, because that is not what you're going to be getting at that point. So going back to the question, we have on our Ask the Pediatrician Facebook group. See, if you are not on ATP, I don't know where you are, mom. You really need to be on our group, because
Yeah.
we try to make sure we help mothers understand some of these things. And there are lots of resources already. So in our Facebook group, we have a unique section that is about infants and young child feeding. Lovely videos, lovely videos. You watch the video, it shows you the quantity to give, how to give, how often to give, where do you start from. You know, you don't even need to buy anything from the store to give your baby complementary food. All you need to give your baby is in your kitchen, and that's all you need to do. So, and then you have to, the thing is that you need to go gradually, and then your most mothers expectation is, if they just want to give this child 200 minutes of pap, and they think that it's when the child's tummy is full and bulging that the mother feels like, yes, I've accomplished my goal as a mom. No. So please, 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 I thought that the most important information, the most important thing when it comes to getting children to eat, which is the number one question people ask the pediatrician, is mother's education. Mothers need to understand how to do it. And they need to understand that your child does not always have to finish everything you put in front of them. And they need to understand the concept of variety. Some of them give the baby pap 24/7. And after a while, the child starts taking the pap, and then they wonder, oh, my baby is not eating. Or they bought one cereal in the market, and then they feed that baby that same cereal morning, afternoon, night. And then they said, my baby is not eating. Even you would to be tired if you're eating rice, or you're eating yam every day. So we must have variety. People don't even know that things like fruits can be pureed and be given as, and then you had your milk. You can even have your breast milk. It doesn't have to be milk in the store, and it can be complementary food. So you need to, and mothers have to be patient. Patience. I always preach patience, persistence. We always say that you've tried the food for like 13 times. You can't say your baby is not yet eating that food. Some people will try it once. The baby doesn't eat it once. That's the end of that one.
They give up.
To the next one. No, that is not how to go about it. So, and I know it takes a lot of time and patience. Most mothers are busy mothers like myself. So we don't have that time. We just want to give the food, pam, and the children should finish it, pam. Some mothers are lucky their children do that. But some of us, you have to go the extra mile. So that is what I'm going to say. So, Olivia, you're on ATP. Please go to our unit section. Please watch the video. When they say people should go and do those, people always think that we're giving them extra work. But I find that people that do it, it helps them. And when you do it, please try and follow all those principles. There is no drug. Let me just bust all the bubbles. Mothers are always asking. They want the pediatricians to give them like a magical drug that when you give your baby will start eating. I'm sure that if I discover that drug, I'll be the richest woman because all the mothers in the world are going to buy that drug, and people will be so rich. But to be honest, there's no drug like that. So it still boils down to knowing what to do, being patient, being persistent, and just doing it. And after a while, the children get it. So be patient. And please watch the unit section, and then it will help you. All right. And that question applies to everybody who's going to ask me a question about my baby is not eating, because I know that question will come up today. All right, let's move on.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Ugu is asking, Doctor, please, my baby of 10 months has only 2 teeth down. Am I to be worried, or is there anything I can be giving him? I mean, any particular food to help?
You don't need to worry. You are even lucky. You don't even have to.
Exactly.
There are children at 1 year. that have nothing, no.
Okay.
And I always make a joke like, have you ever seen an adult without teeth before? So I know mothers like to worry a lot, and I told you it's always your job to worry, and it is my job to tell you not to worry. So it's fine. So there's no need to worry. That's in fact, it is even absolutely normal for a 1 year old not to have any teeth. That is what I was telling Mary at the beginning about range range of everything. So we don't worry about that. It is still normal. Some people don't just have their teeth early. There's nothing to worry about. But what we normally recommend that when your baby is 1 year, whether your baby has teeth or no teeth, you should see your dentist for the first dental check. So the dentist will check, make sure the teeth are actually down there, and they will show you the x-ray. You will know that the teeth are there. They are just waiting to come out, and then you can relax. So don't worry, your baby will eat all the Christmas chicken and everything. So you don't need to worry. All right. Normally, this is the time where we normally take our adverts and all that. So if you really want uh, to support our program, please, you're welcome to do so. This program is brought to you by Ask the Pediatrician Foundation. And Ask the Pediatrician Foundation, we are committed to the health. We're committed to welfare. We've changed our logo. Sorry, so some of the logos you're saying are still going to change. We're committed to the health. We're committed to the welfare of Nigerian children. We do it through our this is not working now. We do it through our Facebook group. We do it through our website. We do online stuff. And beyond what we do online, we also do offline medical outreaches. So I just want to show you that. So we really appreciate if you can be part of it. If you can support us, there are many ways to support ACP. You can be a volunteer in any part of Nigeria you have. We have ACP in all the states of Nigeria. That's amazing. And apart from that, you can also donate to us. Yes, you can donate to us, and then you can donate online, offline, all our various links. Let me show that to yours now. They are available um, on our websites. Everywhere you go on our mobile app, you can always donate to us. So, and then you can just be a supporter, add people to our group, do anything you can do to support ATP. But whatever you do, just know that ATP is committed to children, is committed to the welfare of our children, is committed to the health of our children. Yes, we can see on our screen now how you can support ATP, how you can donate on our, you can donate straight to our account that is shown. You can donate on our mobile app. You can donate on our website. You can donate on our global giving page. We are one of the partners with Global Giving, which is one of the largest online crowdfunding page that supports the nonprofits. So these are ways you can support ATP. This program today is also brought to you from Ask the Pediatrician Foundation, and it would be nice if you can support us in any way. Nothing is too small for us, whether it's 1,000 naira, whether it's a 10,000 naira. You can give us monthly, you can give us all at once. You can link up with a corporate agency you can advertise on our programs, whatever way, just support ATP. And know that every dime that you give to ATP goes to support the Nigerian child. Every dime, because all our works are done via our volunteers. So all the money goes straight to the programs, to the outreaches. And so thank you so much, everyone. All right, so we go back to um, uh, answering our questions now. I'll leave the information there for those who still really want it. Okay, we've answered Ugu's question about the teeth. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, doctor. So Onyinye Ode is asking, my baby of 2 years and 8 months eats very well, but he looks thin. Please, what will I give him for him to add weight?
What is the weight of the baby? What's the weight? That's what I want to hear. Number one, some of you, you look slim yourself and you want your baby to look fat. I don't know why mothers, when the babies are small, we want them to be very fat. Then when they are teenagers or adults, we want them to be very slim. I don't know why we're going to do that. Anyway, just to answer the question, we are not worried about, none, all of us are not going to be fat. All of us are not going to be big. And so all our children are also not going to be like that. What is important to a pediatrician is the weight. Is it healthy weight or not? So your 2-year-old should be weighing like 12 kilos. If your 12-year-old is weighing like 12 kilos, I am happy with the child. So whether the baby looks fat or looks slim, I know mothers always try to compare. But again, what I said earlier, Mary, about comparing, that's how mothers do their own assessment. Everything is like comparison. So they look at another baby and they say, oh, my baby, maybe that baby is actually overweight. We are not worried about that. You're really looking well. I don't know. We are not planning to sell our children, so they don't have to look plumpy, and nobody's getting an award. Nobody's getting an award for having the most plumpy child or things like that. So, Onye, for me to help you further, just tell me the weight of your child now. Then I would tell you whether it's normal or not. It doesn't matter whether the baby looks slim. It doesn't, because some people are slim, some people are fat. That is natural differences, and it's all fine. The most important thing is that everybody has a good weight. That is what we're really interested in. And if your baby's weight is fine, then there's really no need for you to worry. All right, let's move on now.
Okay, Rosemary is asking, my baby is 1 year, 6 months. His tantrums are scary. He hits his head whenever he's angry. Is it a cause for concern?
There's the way the people call it terrible twos. I always call it terrific twos. So 2-year-olds sometimes can be they can have those kind of behavior, they are very willful. It is a time they're discovering themselves. They are discovering that, oh, me, I'm also an autonomous human being. I'm individual. I can do and undo on my own. But before then, they were always completely dependent on you. And suddenly they discovered that, wow, I can walk by myself. I can talk for myself. I can go get things for myself. So they develop that self-consciousness, self-awareness. So it is a phase. It's usually a phase, and most children go through that phase, and it will vary from one to another. But if there are other issues, so if a 2-year-old has tantrums, it's still within normal. But if there are other developmental issues, those are the giveaway that tells you this is more than just a 2-year-old being terrific or being terrible, depending on which side of the fence you're sitting. If, for example, the child also has speech delay, if, for example, the child is injuring themselves, most 2-year-olds don't injure themselves. They don't, when they are throwing their tantrums, they're not going to injure themselves. So, but this your child, if the child is banging his head for no reason, like banging their head on the wall, or they are crushing themselves, or doing things that hurt themselves, I will worry about it, because sometimes those are the early signs we pick up in children who could be on the autism spectrum. So you may want to see your pediatrician. But if the child is otherwise normal development, otherwise a happy child, otherwise no other issues, then just take it as normal too. And sometimes the best solution to do is to take them away from that situation. Mothers try to talk to 2-year-olds, they don't understand. They can't reason. So they say, don't do that. Don't you know, you're talking too much. They don't understand half of what you're saying, because most of them understand only 2 words. The same way they speak 2 words, their understanding is just about 2 words as well at that level. So there's no point trying to talk to your 2-year-old. If a 2-year-old is trying to injure himself, take the 2-year-old, take them physically, go and put them in a corner where they will be safe, where they will not injure themselves, and give them time to cool off. And then later you can call, when they are cool off, then you give them a hug, and that's it. Don't try to reason with them. They are not going to listen. They're not going to understand. You can reason with your teenagers. You can reason with older children, but not a 2-year-old. Just make sure you take them away from the situation, and that's it. So, and it's a phase anyway. Most of them pass through that phase. But like I said, if there's other developmental issue, that is when you can see a pediatrician or somebody else. All right, let's move on quickly. Our time is running out.
Okay, Doc. Stephanie is asking again. My son woke up this morning with both eyes red with mucus. He also has serious catarrh. Do I worry about the red eyes?
Yes, of course. I'm worried about the red eye in a 2 year old. And what you need to do is to especially because your child is having cancer. I hope there's no fever. I hope there's no cough, because if you have those three, you already complete the what we call the three C's of measles. So you'll be surprised if a rash come up later. So, but if there's no fever and no cough, it could be what we call conjunctivitis, and which could be viral or could be a bacterial infection. So what I normally tell mothers for what is to just clean the eyes, get clean water, clean cloth, clean it, clean out the discharge, what you call mucus, we call eye discharge, clean it out and see whether the eye is clear for the rest of the day, or whether the child kept on having more discharge and the eyes is still red. If that's the case, then you will need to see your doctor, because the child may need an eye drop for the red eyes and all that. But don't go putting things, any rubbish in the eyes. Like, you didn't tell me the age of your child, but things like breast milk, the
Breast
breast milk
milk.
eye drop company. Please don't do it. Just make sure you take the child to the hospital and let them give you the right prescription. And watch out for your child for cough and fever, because when I saw catarrh and red eyes, I'm always thinking it's either allergy, viral infection, and one of the things that will worry us most is measles. And so you just have to watch out for that.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Stephanie is also asking, my 11-month-old doesn't like eating in the morning. She prefers it later at noon after she has showered and slept. Should I worry?
Okay, so usually for parents, I always say you rule your house, you dictate what happens in the house. Most time you don't leave things for children to discover, to determine for you. You need to set up a routine. Let the children understand that there's a structure and there's a routine in place here. So because if you don't get them strong to structure, when the child start going to school, the child is not going to have that opportunity to determine how we eat lunch at social time, because there's a school structure as well. So the earlier we get our children into structure, the better for them. The better for everybody, actually, even for you as a mother, the better for you. So let children know. You sometimes you have to make it very. This is an 11-month old, so 11-month old, you determine when you feed the baby. I mean, the 11-month old is not going to tell you. I understand the 11-month old may not want to eat so much, but for example, if the baby has breastfed overnight a lot, then the tummy is full in the morning. So that's not the problem. But you just, I mean, going as far as like noon, that is too much. That's a lunch now. It's no longer breakfast. And 11 months you should have like 4 to 6 meals a day. So you should 11 months you should have like 6 meals a day, not even for 6 meals a day with snacks in between. So why would baby not have breakfast and then we'll go on to like noon? So I will worry, and that may eventually cause malnutrition and things like that. So we don't want that. So what you give in the morning may not be much. It may just be a little cereal, like a little pap or milk or something, or things like that you can give. But you set the structure for your child. Have the time for the breakfast. Have the time for quantity, and again, it boils down to quantity. So you need to know what quantity is a 1 year old supposed to finish. So that's why I always recommend going for the our group unit activity of feeding the children, because all those it tells you what half a bowl, like 50 meals or things like that. It's very important, because if you don't do that, then you will think baby is not eating. Whereas when baby are taking like that 15 minutes, that's all the baby needs to take, for that morning. But so some mother, if your baby take that quantity, which is like it's more. I don't have a measure, but you people know what I'm talking about. Then most mothers think like if you take most like the tin of a milk, that tin of milk most of us buy is 150 mil. So you can imagine where 50 mil will sit on it. So which it looks so small, but for mothers when the baby take that quantity, they think, oh, baby has not yet eaten at all because you have not finished your your big bowl. So that is where expectations leads to frustration from mothers. So just set a structure, have a time for baby to have their meal. There may be a little variation or maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. That's not the problem. But not that baby will not eat nothing at all money. No, that is really not acceptable. All right. Okay. We're running up now. We have 10 more minutes to go. So
Okay,
let's,
doctor, Opeyemi is concerned that her 5 weeks old baby stretches a lot, raises her legs up, and makes sounds as if she's in pain, though she sucks well and has no fever.
Yeah, I actually have a picture. I actually have a video of a child right now on the group where somebody actually showed this particular video where you just described. That sounds like a child. Most babies do that. It's normal. Most time it's like they're having, it's like a form of colic, a mild form where they are not yet crying out loud and all that. Usually babies are very sensitive to their body. So anything moving through their body, gas, liquid, it's as if they are feeling it, as if something is passing. They're not in pain. I always tell mothers they are not in pain, but people don't want to believe. They always think, no, the child is in pain. They are not in pain, but they are very aware. They have a very small body, and any little thing going through it is strange to them. So they're like, oh, what is that? What is that gas? So you see that most of them, when they pass the gas or when they pass this too, then it's as if their body is calm again. So it's a natural, normal thing. There's nothing to worry about. And most time, as they get older, by 3 4 months, when they are more, their body is bigger. They are less surprised by some of those things. Then they don't see that anymore. So there's no need to worry at all, Kwayemi. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, the next question is from Queen D. She's saying, my baby scratches her face a lot, especially when she's crying or uncomfortable, I guess. Please, is this normal?
Yeah, it's normal. Somebody do that. So what you want to do? Cut the nails. Keep it short. Always. And their nails grow so fast. So you know their nails. Sometimes you have to call it almost like daily or 3 days. So some babies don't.
Yeah.
So cut the nails. You can put in meetings for them so that when they are scratching, then some children also do it because of most mothers in Nigeria. They always putting oil on the on the scalp. Those oil always leak down the face and it irritates their face. So they are always
Okay.
trying to itch and they don't know. Babies cannot, they are not very good at localizing things. They are not very good at localizing things. So they may have something here, but they don't know. So they rub it all over the whole place, and that's what normally happens. So it's a natural thing, but try and keep it to limits by making sure they don't injure themselves by keeping the nails short, wearing mittens for them, and by please don't keep putting this oil on the baby's face. It causes rashes, it causes all these, make them irritable, itchy, and all that. Once a day, when you are bathing, you've put the oil, you've creamed the hair. It's enough. There's no need to keep applying oil for the rest of the day. There's nothing on your internet that means oil, please. All right, let's move on. Okay, somebody is commenting us. Thank you, Kubura. Thank you. Um, yeah.
Yeah, so Francisca is asking, what is the benefit of giving a child pap that is not sieved?
I don't even know what's the benefit of giving the one that is symptoms. I think the thing is that the initial part, baby wants something smoother. And I personally, I don't like pap that is also not sweet. I think it's about the texture in the mouth, it is the smoothness. So, initially, when you are starting complementary food, we want you to start with something smoother. Then, as they get older, you increase the texture to something coarse. So that is why when you start complementary food, we want you to give something like rice, like maize that is sieved, so that it's really smooth. But as they get older, then you don't have to do a lot of pap and liquid. You do a lot of real food, that is a little bit more, the texture is coarser and it's more solid and all that. So it's a gorgeous thing. So, but there's really no problem. What you are serving out is actually fiber. It's good for the children's tummy actually. So, but it's up to you. But I think most children will like smoother at the beginning, and then later you can make it coarse. So it's a matter of preference. Yeah. All right, thank you. Oh, I'm always saying if you are not in HCP, you are missing a lot. Thank you so much. That's a lovely feedback. Oh, Joy is also saying I'm learning a lot. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for the beautiful feedback. We love it. Keep it coming. Let's move on, Mary.
Okay, Oyinye is asking, is it healthy for a year-old baby to walk barefoot in the house while the AC is on, or can it cause cold?
Number one, we want children to walk barefooted, actually, preferably. Or at most, you can wear socks for them, but don't be putting them in the shoes all the time. I'm sure the physiotherapists will tell you that they want, because it is very important for them to develop the arches of the foot and things like that. So it's very important. So there's nothing wrong with that. And like when it comes to AC, it is about regulation. Regulate your AC. There's I don't know why Nigerians have difficulty with AC, and mothers especially, they always think AC is equivalent to cold. No, AC is not equivalent to cold. AC is something that is regulated. You put the temperature to what is the normal temperature. So if you put at 25, which is a normal room temperature, if you don't know what is normal, just put your AC to auto. If you put it to auto, it automatically knows what should be normal temperature for you. And when your child has normal temperature, there's not going to be any problem. So there will be no issues at all. So whether there's child is walking barefooted or not, if his child is having an auto temperature, there will be no issues at all. So it's important. The AC doesn't cause cold. I mean, AC doesn't cause cold if you regulate your temperature. Let me put it that way. But if you put it to number 16, of course, it will be colder for everybody. So you have to be mindful of children. But for children, what we want to say, normal ambient temperature. That is the most important thing. So there's nothing wrong with it's up to you. And and children sometimes are very active, and they actually generate a lot more heat, especially at that age when they are walking up and down and making a lot of they actually generate a lot more heat than you think. So they don't get cold like that. All right.
Okay, thank you, doctor. Precious Youth is asking, my son is 2 years and he has bow legs. I went to UUTH to see the pediatrician when he was 1 year. The doctor said it's not too bad, but the leg is better now than before. But the bow leg is still there. Should I take him back to the hospital or should I give him some time?
Yeah, I think you can just take him back since you are worried, obviously. Just take him back. So most time I guess the doctor is not worried about your child. Like we answered the question before. There's some of them are still within normal variation. But I would say since you've seen a doctor before, you just want it's a good thing to always go for follow-up, to go for checkup again, and they can check it and compare and tell you, oh, we are still happy, or oh, we think we need to do more. So you can always go back and let them check it. So no problem. It's not going to disappear overnight. That's okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Doc. Antonia is asking, why do babies stretch too much?
What is too much? I always when mothers tell me something is too much, I want to know what is their own definition of normal or too much, because sometimes what all the things that you say is too much is still within normal. So number one, I need to know the age of the baby, then I need to know what is your own definition of too much. So there's something wrong with baby stretching, unless a child is having convulsion. Where if you are not sure what kind of stretch the baby is having, then you may need to get a doctor to look at it, or you can record it on your phone and show it to your doctor so that they will tell you, okay, this is a normal one or not. But if it's abnormal stretches, like the baby is stretching, the eyes is rolling upward, the child is drooling saliva, the child is not aware what is going on, that is like a child who is having convulsion, then that is what we worry about. If child will just maybe stretching when they are sleeping or when they are waking up, that is really not, there's nothing abnormal about that. So I always want to know what your own idea of what is normal before we can say something is too much. That, for example, a mother asks me, oh, my baby is sleeping too much, because a newborn baby is sleeping too much. A newborn baby is supposed to sleep like 16 to 20 hours a day. So that is not too much. You sleep 8 hours, fine, but the newborn baby sleep 20 hours. So that your definition of too much depends on what is normal. So if a baby is sleeping 20 hours, that is not too much for a newborn baby. That may be too much for you as an adult, but not for a newborn baby. So it's important for us to know what is normal before we talk about what is abnormal. All right, our time is up now. Last question, the second to the last question. Okay, no more question, please. So when we finish, you can always post your question on our Facebook group. We always say 24/6. We don't answer question on Sunday, but we answer your question Monday to Saturdays. So if any question I don't answer, because once I leave and Mary left as well, we are not going to be here to see your question. So please post your question on our Facebook group. So, but let's stop the questions now. Thank you so much. It's been so amazing having this conversation with you this morning. Let's move on.
Okay, so Kwemi is asking, my baby of 2 years weigh 10 kg and he looks big, but his bed weight is 2.5 kg. Fine, so I think she's just concerned.
Is that the first person we answer about the 2-year-old? So the 2-year-old should weigh like 12 kilos, but 10 kilo is not too far. Again, there's also what we call the that 12 kg is the average 100. But a baby who is still within 80% of that 12 kilos is still normal. So, and I'm assuming your 10 kg is still within like 80%. And the same thing, yeah, it's still within 80%. I quickly did the math in my head now. So it's still fine. Your baby's weight is fine. And your baby started small as well. It was 2.5 kilos at birth. So it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry again. That baby is fine. Yeah, let's move on. No, I think that's a
Okay,
different. No, the other one was thinking our baby was slim. This one saying that our baby is big. So they are two
yes,
different.
yes.
Yeah.
They're two different, yes. Okay, Azizad is asking, for the past 3 days now, my baby of 6 months cries when I put her inside her bath. My question is that she doesn't want to bath inside or something to worry about?
I don't know. Anyway, I don't think it's something to worry about. Yeah, just check that the water is not too cold. I hope you have not started trying cold water, which is what some people do. They were like, you must start cold water early so that baby will not be fearful, that kind of thing. So check the temperature of the water. Most children likes water, warm water, but some children don't like it. It's fine. There's nothing to worry about. This is one of the things I always tell mothers about. You don't have to worry about everything. You don't have to overthink everything. The fact that baby goes into water and doesn't even sometimes some of my 1 year, my 2, 3, 4 year old, sometimes when you want to bath for them, they still cry. There's really absolutely nothing wrong with that. So even I know teenagers who don't want to go in and have a bath as well. So those are normal human variations. Some people just don't like to have their bath. It's not like there's something wrong with the child. Doesn't mean the child is sick or anything. Do what you got to do. Give the child a bath and move on. That's it. All right, let's go on. Okay, last question. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Ngozi is asking, please, doctor, my baby of 8 months has a big ball on his upper right arm, and it caused him serious fever, which we took him to the hospital and was given Zinat, paracetamol, and vitamin C.
Mm.
The fever has gone, but the boil is getting soft, but
Yeah.
no mouth. What can I do, please? So I think the mouth she's talking about is the whitish,
I know.
part.
I understand all the mommy's language. Even when they don't say it, I know what they mean. So that is perfectly normal. So just keep giving the antibiotics. Now, when it comes to boil, there are two outcomes. It can either burst, it will bring out the pus, or sometimes the body absorb it into the body. In other words, the pus will not come.
Mm.
But if it's a very big one, like you are saying, you need to go to the hospital. Sometimes we need to open it up and bring it out. We call what we call incision and drainage. So if the pus is big and is soft but not bringing out the pulse, take the child to the hospital. The doctor will open it up. It's a very simple procedure. It's a very simple. It's not like operation. It's just to cut it open. It's not a big deal. And then all the pus will come out, then they will dress the wound, and that's it. But if it's a small boil, most of those ones sometimes they just dry up and they don't bring out the pulse. So, but I'm going by your word, I would say big. So that is what I'm saying. So that's that. Oh no, I don't want to answer any more questions, but people keep saying, Onyi, please let this be the last question. Okay, let's just answer the one that Onyi has posted so that
Okay.
we didn't answer.
Atinike is asking, my baby will be 6 months on February 7th. Can I start to give him Ribena and Lucozade Boost?
No. The only beverage your baby can take is water and milk. So on our Facebook group again, because sometimes these things get, I have a unit section because sometimes I worry about all this, and so I've created a unit section where we put in the drinking. What should a child drink? What can a child drink for each age group? 0 to 5 years is there. So please go and watch those videos. Very simple videos. It tells you what is appropriate, what is not appropriate. Your 6 month old should not have any Ribena or any Lucozade. Sorry to mention trade names. Your 6 month old should not have any of those drinks except water and milk. You can give your breast milk, you can give your formula, age appropriate formula and water, but nothing else. Please, it is really, really, really wrong. And please, even those energy boosts, we should not be giving them to children, generally speaking. All children. Forget even the 6 month old, even all children, they can take normal food juices and things like that, but not energy drinks. It is really not right, appropriate. Even for adults, really. So sorry. Okay, let's move on. Last question.
Okay, Toyin is asking, is it okay for a 19-month-old not to have the BCG mark? A post I saw on the group prompted me to check.
Yeah, I put that post up. You know, Mary, what surprised me about that post? In that same post, I already answered all the questions, but people still kept asking
As
me,
he
what
asking.
do I do? And I'm like, I already answered that question there. So people sometimes don't read the answer, they just read the
Mhm.
headline. Anyway,
We
just
just read the headline.
so on your on your behalf and on behalf of all those who have asked that question, this is the answer now. Most babies will have the BCG mark immediately. It's one of the signs that the BCG vaccine has developed the expected response that we want it. So I always tell people there's a difference between vaccination and immunization. Vaccination is that injection they give your baby, whether in the
Mhm.
hand or in the thigh, whatever, or in the mouth. But your baby needs to develop a response to it. That is the immunization. Your baby needs to produce what we call antibodies, to that vaccine. That is when it becomes immune. That's when we have now developed immunization. That is when your baby is actually immune and protected. So for BCG, when we give it into the skin, it's an intradermal injection. And one of the commonest reasons why some babies don't develop the mark is because the people that give it, sometimes they give it too deep. They should be giving it into the skin. When they give it into the skin, it should come up like the orange skin. You will see that orange skin showing. So you will know that they actually give it into the skin. It should come up like a bleb, like something on the skin. You should see that water under the skin. If you don't see, that means it wasn't really given into the skin. It was given too deep into the subcutaneous tissue or into the muscle, which is wrong. So after 6 weeks, you should see a reaction. Some babies' reaction is even big. They will really develop like a real boil. So some of you always ask us, this boil is it, So that one is still normal. It's not that it is too excessive, but it's okay. There's nothing to worry about. It will eventually form that scar. So that is how we know. But some babies, for one reason or the other, they don't develop the scar. Usually, there's what we call scar inspection. When they give you BCG, they should check at 6 weeks whether your baby has a scar or not. I know that we are so busy now. So most of our immunization centers, sometimes they don't give you that appointment. When you go for your next 6 weeks immunization for the for the penta and the rice, they should actually check that the BCG scar has formed. And if it has formed, we are happy. There's no need to worry. If it has not formed, we are not sure whether your baby has reacted or has developed the immunity against tuberculosis. So we don't know. It doesn't mean your baby has not developed it, but we don't know. So how do we know? So we do a test to see whether your baby reacts like somebody who has developed immunity or not. So we do that test. We call it a Mantle test. So what we do is that we put a little bit of tuberculosis antigen into your skin, into the skin of the baby. If a baby has developed immunity against tuberculosis, when they inject that mantle, which is a small part of the tuberculosis antigen, that thing should form a reaction. It should become like it would be like a little bit of swelling around that area, which we can measure. So if we see that swelling there, that means that that baby has developed that immune response, and that is all. So scar or no scar, you don't need to do anything anymore. But if we do that and there's no response at all, or very minimal response, then we are not sure your baby. That means your baby has been vaccinated, but your baby is not yet immune. So what we now need to do is to immunize your baby again. But before we do that, we need to know that your baby has not yet gotten the TB infection in the process. Though that period that your baby is not yet immune, we need to be sure your baby has not yet caught the disease. Okay, so because some baby could have developed tuberculosis, sometimes they may not cough, sometimes it may be in their chest and all that. So that is why some people will do like chest X-ray and just examine the baby, make sure the child is otherwise healthy, and because if the child already have tuberculosis, what we need to do is to treat the child not to immunize. We have to treat the child first. But if the child has not yet developed tuberculosis and your child is otherwise fine, then we can give the BCG vaccine again. All right. So we can use BCG vaccine again. And BCG scar is for life. So even in adult, you can always see your BCG scar. So that is how it is. So for everybody asking that question, I hope it is clear. So, and the best place to do it is to go to your hospital. They can do the mantle test for you. They can do that. Even some of us, when you go outside the country, they are not sure. They check some of these things whether you have you're immunized against tuberculosis and things like that because it's a public health issue. So that is what to do. All right, we're going home now. Somebody will say, "My baby has cough and catarrh, Amara." Your baby has cough and catarrh. You didn't tell us the age of your baby. You didn't tell us. It's like so hard to answer that question. So it depends. If your child is having fever, fast breathing, and all that, take the child to the hospital. If it's just cough and catarrh, we don't know how the age of your baby. If the baby below 6 months, please make sure you exclusively breastfeed the baby, keep the baby warm. Most cough and catarrh are viral infections. They run their course and they go away. There's really nothing to do. Please don't give cough syrup to children below 1 year. So that's what I'm going to say because you didn't give us details. So it's difficult to answer questions. Please, when you're asking a pediatrician question, the age of the baby is the most important part of that question because the answer for a 1 year old will be different from a 2 year old. So we really want you to always tell us the age of your baby if possible. All right. Thank you so much for everybody for joining us this morning. Finally, again, this program has been brought to you courtesy of Ask the Pediatricians Foundation. We are committed to our children's uh, welfare and health. And one of the ways we do it is through such a program like ATP Live. We have our Facebook group, our website, we have our mobile app where you can download, you can ask questions. So if you see ask questions after this program is over, please, you can post it on our Facebook group Monday to Saturday, or you can download our Facebook mobile app. I thought I have the mobile app, whatever, but I can't find it anymore. Okay, you can download. Just go to Google Play Store or go to High Store for those who use what's it called? iPhones and all that. And you can just Google ATP Mobile, it will come out and you can download our mobile app. And we have a magazine for all of you. That's our New Year gift to you. Our ATP 2019 magazine is available. The e-copy is available on our Facebook group. And if you want the hard copy, we're going to send it to you at 1,000. No, not 1,000. We're going to send you at 1,500 because all the money goes to support our outreaches. So you can request for that. Just email us at askthepediatricians@gmail.com and request for it. But you pay for your delivery, and we'll thank you so much. But the soft copy is free and it's available on our Facebook group, on our websites, everywhere you can download it. It will show you all that we did in 2019. We reached over 50,000 children and all that. And we're asking you to be part of us and to support us by donating. Our details are there on the platform. You can see it there. You can donate directly to our account, Guarantee Trust Bank, or you can donate through all our social media platform, on our websites, on our website, our mobile app. Many ways you can donate to us. We're on Global Giving, we're on Giving Way. You can, if you're abroad, you can donate through all these platforms as well. So thank you so much. And just to let us know that ATP Live is now going to be only once a month. Yeah, because it takes a lot of effort to this. But if you want to sponsor us, we can make it every Saturday, but we need sponsorship for that. So if you are interested in sponsoring, please get in touch with us. So if you have a product for children, for mothers, you can also get in touch with us. We will let you know about our advert rates and all that. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bimi Salaboyede. Mary?
Thank you, Dr. Gbemi. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Onyi, for taking our time to bring up the comments on the watch party. We appreciate you too. Thank you, ATPians. If you have further questions, like Dr. Gbemi mentioned, please put it on our Facebook group, and they will be attended to by our professionals and moderators. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful new month, and God bless you. Bye.
Bye. Have a wonderful Saturday.
Bye.